Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Gulfstream Park here on Wednesday. It is the 5th of January 2022. Gonna look at the fifth race from Gulfstream, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The fifth race from Gulfstream, it's allowance optional claimer per $61,000. Races for 4-year-olds and upwards, number one, $10,000 on the main claim starter or state board allowance race, which number one, two races, optional claim price $25,000. We have a field of 16 horses entered to head to the turf course, but keep in mind only 12 could go, so 13 through 16 are AEs. So 12 will step on the turf course at the distance of ground here of 1,700 meters if you want to go by that, or the mile 1/16th trip on the Gulfstream Park turf course. 1,700 meters, mile 1/16th. Portable rails are out at 15 feet, so just keep that in mind. And they're run at a mile 16, but they're running everything at about distance now at Gulfstream because it's just weird since they made the turf course smaller. They're using new rail settings and all these it's just these races aren't at the true trip, and they're a lot shorter at times or a lot longer. There's no, the 7.5 furlong races they were running this weekend were basically like mile 70-yard races. It's just the distances are just up in the air here at Gulfstream. The mile 3/8 races last week were run at like a mile and a half. It's just they're using the word about a little bit too loosely here at Gulfstream lately. But my top selection, I'm gonna go with the 2-horse Regal Speaker. We're gonna go 2-6-13-9 in the superfecta. Hopefully that 13 enters. 2-6-13-9 super. Top selection is 2-horse Regal Speaker. 5-year-old horse by Mr. Speaker. Danny Gargan trains this one. Luis Ciez, who's having an incredible meeting so far, gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came the 11th of November here in Newark at Aqueduct. Mile 8th on the inner and allowance race 82,000. He finished ninth by 5.5 lengths. He was way out of it and was way, way wide. You have to save ground on the inner turf course at Aqueduct, on any of the inner turf courses in New York. And in general, you have to save ground. But this horse was stupidly wide throughout and just never had the turn of foot. Coming here, finally drawn well. Should get a good trip, getting Luis Ciez up. Who's running absolutely killer last month. I think the horse could really run a good race. 2 back in optional 45 for State Birds at Belmont, a mile on the 16th and 30th of September. He won by a half length. Again, he sat back early, stupidly wide, but he got there in the nick of time. But I would have liked him to see him save some ground there. But it was still a good race off the bench of about 3 months. 3 months prior, on the 24th of June at Belmont, a mile 8th on the inner allowance race 80,000. Again, he won by 1.5 lengths, and again, stupidly wide. But he really found a good turn of foot to win. Going way late, and then prior to that at Belmont, a mile 16th in a allowance race 80,000. He finished second by a neck, had a little bit of a trouble trip. Also, he couldn't keep a straight course, which cost him there. Making the Gulfstream Park debut today shouldn't be a problem. His races in New York haven't been half bad. The last time out, he had a little bit of a trouble trip, it cost him. I just don't want to see him 10 wide. Again, he's been every race. It seems he's going from 2 wide to 3 wide to 5 wide to 6 wide. Today, if we go by the projections, he's going to go 8 to 10 wide. I don't want to see that today. I think from a good inside poster, he should get a good trip, and I think he's sitting on a good run at 5-1. Let's use him. Second likeliest winner is a 6-horse Lonesome Fugitive for Chad Brown. Really had a great race at Aqueduct last month on the turf course, going a mile 16th, where he nearly won off the bench. Second off the bench, he should be even loaded. His race here 2 years ago wasn't half bad. 3-1 will use him on the multis, and like I said, if that 13-horse Clitty Cat enters, I think he has a strong chance. Gonna have to overcome a wide poster, but his races in New York can definitely win against these horses at 6-1. So we'll use him there on the multi-race to end off this pick 5. But to recount my selection for the 5th from Gulfstream, let's take the 2-horse Regal Speaker. Give kudos to the 6-horse and the 13-horse. 2-6-13-9 super. 2-6-13 in your multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.